Hello, so today we're going to go over Unit 3, Lesson 3, Lines and Intercepts. So the first thing we're going to do is put an equation into standard form. So our standard form is going to be x plus y equals something. So you want x and y in your standard form to be on the same side. So to do this, we're going to have to move this negative 2x over to the left. So if you're subtracting 2x, you have to add 2x. You always want x first. And that would give you your standard form. So let's practice another one of those. So this one here has multiple steps, so we'll just start working through one side at a time. So the first thing we're going to do is work through the parentheses. And then 3 times x will give you a negative 3x. And then negative 3 times a negative y is going to give you a positive 3y. Remember, you want to get x and y on the same side, so I'm going to plus 5x to both sides. And then at the same time, I can move over this 7. So if it's a positive 7 there, I can subtract 7 on both sides, so that's going to cancel out here. So a negative 3 plus 5 is going to give me a 2x plus 3y. And then negative 7 plus 2 gives us a negative 5. So this would be my standard form of the equation. So you always have x first, then y equals something. So our next question here, we're asked to find the x-intercept of this equation. So the first thing I'm going to do is to put this in slope-intercept form. So remember, that's going to be that y equals mx plus b, where the m is your slope and b is your y-intercept. But remember, in this case, we're looking for our x-intercept. Let's go ahead and put this equation into that form. So y here is already by itself, so there's no other coefficient in front of it, and it is positive. So we just have to deal with the 1/3 x. And since it's a positive 1/3 x here, we can subtract 1/3 x from both sides. So this is going to give us y is equal to a negative 1/3 x plus 15. So what does this mean looking at the numbers this way? It means that our slope is a negative 1/3, and that is going to cross the y-axis at 15. So we know our slope-intercept form is y equals negative 1/3 x plus 15. And it's because we want to know the x-intercept, we know that our equation is going to be x. And then y is going to be at 0 because we are looking for where it exactly crosses the x-axis. So we can plug in 0 for y and then solve for x. So we're going to take negative 15 and divide it by negative 1/3. Okay, so then here we get that x is equal to 45. So our coordinates for the x-intercept be 45, 0. So if you look at a graph, it crosses down here at 45, 0, and crosses here at 0, 15. And so you can see that it does give us a negative slope. So for our next question, we want to see which line is the graph of the equation 2x plus 5y equals 10. So the first thing we can do is put that into the slope-intercept form. So first thing we do, we move that 2x over, and then we have to divide each side by 5. So we keep this as the fraction of negative 2/5, but 10 over 5 gives us a positive 2. So this is our slope. This is our y-intercept. So we go back and look at the graph. So now that we are looking at the graph here, we want to see which of the lines cross at y at a positive 2. So you can see that both of these down here for C and D cross at a negative 2. The only ones that cross at a positive 2 is A and B. So you know that A and B, one of those two is our answer. And remember, our slope is negative, so we're going to be looking for the line with that negative slope. So out of A and B, B has the negative slope. So B is our correct answer there. Okay, so if this was our question, we want to know which point is collinear with points B and C. So here we're given our options either 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, negative 5, or 6, negative 8. So we would want to draw a line connecting C and B. We're going to see which one of these points fall on that line. So we have 0, 0, which is the origin, which it has crossed. 1, 1, so we go over 1, up 1. It does not cross that, so we can get rid of that one. 1, negative 5. Let's go over 1, down negative 5. Doesn't cross that, so that one's gone. 6, negative 8. So we go over 6, go down to negative 8. It doesn't cross that point, so the only one that's collinear with it is the origin 0, 0. Alright, if you have any other questions, please let your homeroom teacher know. Thank you.